Hey everybody, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you a really cool technique that's going to help reprogram your thinking and your thought patterns, because anxiety is usually caused by negative thinking. Anxiety is not usually caused by positive thinking, right? So usually when you have anxiety, you're worried about something, you have a fear about something, you're nervous or whatever else, but anxiety is usually caused by some form of negative thinking. Now, don't feel bad if that's you, because believe it or not, it's almost impossible to find someone who thinks positive 100% of the time. I mean, it's very easy to be negative, especially with bills and stress and kids and things like that, and jobs and the way life may be right now. But you don't have to live like that, and you don't have to think like that, because your entire life is basically how you think anyways. Your whole life is in your mind. So if you think good thoughts, you're gonna have a good day. If you think negative thoughts, you're gonna have anxiety, fear, panic attacks, and things like that. So what we want to do is give you a really cool exercise that's going to help reprogram the way you're thinking and go from thinking negative and worried and having anxiety to thinking more positive thoughts, to where you're more like hopeful, you have more creativity, and you have like a more youthfulness to your spirit, basically, because positivity and thinking positive is going to make you feel that way, and it's going to reflect in your life, and it's going to reflect how people think about you and how you think about others. And it takes 21 days to start a new habit, so don't get caught up if you do this technique and then the rest of the day you might be negative again or whatever. Take your time with this, give it 3 weeks to develop a new habit of positive thinking, and this is super great. So just to show you what the exercise is really fast, is you get a notebook or a journal or whatever that you want to write in, and basically for one full page you write out your perfect day. Now you write out your ideal life and what your life would be like if it was absolutely perfect. And so, I would maybe write something like, oh, I wake up at a certain time feeling really great. I go have an awesome breakfast that makes me feel really good. I get to go to the gym. I get my things done. And so basically, all I want is all in my perfect life. So I might write things like, I'm driving my car down the street that's filled with beautiful palm trees, and you start living your life on paper. So this isn't like some kind of homework assignment. This is something that you should enjoy. So it takes maybe 20 minutes to write one full page. And then at the bottom of the page, I usually write things I'm thankful for too. But the top of the page, I will usually write my perfect day, like what my ideal life will look like and what I'm doing, who I'm with, and what restaurants I'm going out to eat at, or whatever I want to enjoy. I just write it down. So and what this does is it gets your mind in the mode of living a more positive life, and you start thinking more positive things. So your life is what you think. Your life is everything is in your mind. So what I'm trying to do is get you from being full of anxiety, nervousness, and negativity to being more positive and having positive energy, and you're going to start thinking more healthier, happier thoughts. And so this is really great for if you want to think big. If you have some dream projects that you want to work on, think big, and just what's the biggest version of this can be, or what kind of car do you want, or what kind of house do you want, and who are you with, and are you married, do you have kids, or are you single and you travel and you have a lot of friends, or whatever it is. But for 20 to 30 minutes that you're writing this, you're living this life. And so it doesn't matter what your life is like now. What you can do this whole exercise and have to go to work for 8 hours, but during those 8 hours, you're gonna be feeling really good because this previous 30 minutes of doing this exercise. So you're gonna be taking this energy and this mindset into your life, and then you start feeling this throughout the rest of your day. So it's a really cool exercise, but write everything out. Write everything out in the present tense as if you're living it right now. So don't think about it in the future you're going to get there one day. Write it out on the paper in the present tense, so that way you're living it in your life, in your paper, basically. So your life is on paper, and the more you write, the more your imagination is going to get caught up into it, and you're going to start feeling it out. So you just got to trust me on this one until you actually do it. So, but do this for 21 days. Do this for 3 weeks. It takes 21 days to develop a new habit. So to change your way of thinking from being negative and full of anxiety and fears and worries, take 21 days every day, do this exercise, and start becoming more and more positive, and you're going to become more and more optimistic. So yeah, during the 3 weeks, you're going to have some times where you fall down, where you might feel worried, or you might feel depressed or down or whatever. but then just go back to your writing your paper if that helps you out. But as you go along, you're gonna get better and better and better every day. So don't expect huge miracles overnight, but I'm saying the very first time you do this, you're gonna feel really great. You're gonna have this mindset all day long. And then, like, you know, when I did this for the first time, it didn't matter what was going on or who I was with or who I was working for or whatever, but I changed my whole mindset just by doing this exercise. And this is very, very important and is very, very helpful. So again, just write out your perfect day, or write out, like, if everything went your way, what would happen? Or write out your ideal life, or what are you doing and what are you wearing? What kind of car do you have? And just, you know, start setting your mind to something bigger and better, because what you think is what happens in real life. You know, before anything happens in real life, you must think about it first. I mean, if you want to call this the law of attraction, or reprogramming your subconscious mind, or just simply thinking better, happier thoughts, whatever you want to call it, this whole process, this 20-minute exercise can change the way you think and the way you feel. And if you're thinking about your best day, your ideal life and everything, your anxiety is going to go away, because you're going to eventually flush those thoughts away. You're going to flush those feelings away. You can only replace the negativity with more positivity, and more light, more love, and just more peace and care is what gets rid of this anxiety and your negative thoughts. It's not just clearing them out and then just saying it's done with. You have to replace it with something better. So why not think the best thoughts you can possibly think? So spend every day for 20 minutes, one piece of paper, write out all, like, your perfect life, anything and everything that's your ideal thing. Like, maybe have a special breakfast you like to eat every day, or maybe have a significant other that makes you breakfast or something like that, or whatever. Or I personally like going to the gym, so I like to say I go to the gym every day and have a great workout, or whatever. And so, like, all that makes it into my perfect day. Now, at the very end of my piece of paper, if I have room, I'll write out things that I'm just thankful for. So I might just say, I'm thankful for, you know, my family, or am I thankful for whatever it is. Just write out 10 things that I'm thankful for. And just the sense of gratitude, it's going to help bring in more positivity. And because being thankful is like the opposite of being scared. Or, you know, when you're fearful or you're nervous or worried, you're running away from something. But if you're thankful for something, you're actually embracing the good. So, I mean, that's just a great way to get more positive thoughts and feelings into your life. So what this whole process is all about is creating more positivity in your thoughts and in your feelings. And again, the more and more you do this, as you write this in present tense, your imagination is going to take you to where you're writing on your piece of paper. And so a lot of times when I do this, when I've done this in the past, it becomes my present tense. Like, for instance, if there's a certain job I wanted, I'll write down, like, well, what I wanted in my future job, and then it eventually happened. This happened several times. But I'm just saying, like, doing this will not only create your future, but it can help. It's going to create your thoughts that'll bring you to where you want to go. So give this exercise a shot. Just for 20 minutes a day, write out one piece of paper, your ideal life, what your perfect day would be like, what your ideal life would be like, or in another sense, if everything went your way today, what would happen? You know, just for one full page, write out your perfect ideal life. You're gonna start living it in your imagination. You're gonna start feeling it, and it's gonna start changing the way you think and feel. So I hope you enjoy this tip. Give this a shot. Do it for 3 weeks. It takes 21 days to develop a new habit. So, and remember to think big and think the best thoughts that you can think. Don't hope for something good to come through. Think of the very best thoughts that can happen, that, you know, very well could happen to your life, that you want to go towards. So give this exercise a shot. You're gonna start feeling really great. And I hope you enjoyed this video series where I help reduce your anxiety and all that good stuff. So everything I discussed in this video series is gonna help you out. You're gonna feel vast improvements, and I hope I helped your life out in some way. Again, my name is Joe. I've been practicing meditation for 20 years, and everything in this course has helped me eliminate anxiety and panic attacks and racing thoughts completely. So if you have any questions, always feel free to email me, and I look forward to seeing you in other courses and my other books as well. Talk to you soon.